guys, it's Morgan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about episode 18 of season 5 of Riverdale, chapter 94, Next to Normal. Now, if you haven't seen the episode, there will be spoilers in this review, so stop watching if you don't want to be spoiled. With that said, here's my review of episode 18 of season 5 of Riverdale, chapter 94, Next to Normal. The musical Next to Normal worked really well with Alice's storyline in this episode, since the musical's about a woman who imagines her son as a teenager, even though he died when he was a baby. And it's also about how that also affects her husband and daughter. And in this episode, in order to deal with the loss of Polly, Alice imagined that her family was perfect and that Polly was alive. Since Alice's storyline was imagining that her family was perfect, I was wondering if she would imagine that Hal was alive too and that he never became the Black Hood. But she didn't. But she did imagine that Charles had always been a part of their family. Archie and Veronica are one of my favorite couples, so I was happy when Veronica said that she didn't want to miss any more time with Archie and suggested that they move in together, and Archie agreed. But that plan didn't end up working out. I felt really sorry for Britta when she said that her parents blamed her for getting kidnapped in the last episode because she's gay and kicked her out of her house. It's really nice that Britta has someone like Tony to help her find somewhere to stay so she doesn't have to continue sleeping at the school. Even though Betty and Jughead are one of my favorite couples, I wasn't surprised when Jughead and Tabitha got together in this episode. It was pretty obvious that was going to happen, and they are pretty cute together. Obviously, we don't know what will happen in the future, but I don't hate Jughead and Tabitha together. It was really heartbreaking when Alice imagined that Polly and Charles were having dinner with her and Betty, and to snap her out of it, Betty showed Alice the urn with Polly's ashes. But it was nice when Betty asked Alice if she wanted to go to New York and see a Broadway show, and Alice agreed. I was wondering if Penelope was going to do something to make the other members of the ministry doubt Cheryl, and while in this episode we did find out that the other members of the ministry left, we didn't really find out the reason. But I did think it was funny when Cheryl threw the water at Penelope. I understood that Alice was grieving, but I felt really sorry for Betty when Alice told her that Polly was dead because of her. Yes, Betty and Polly's fight led to Polly leaving and then getting killed, but they had no way of knowing that that was going to happen. So I really loved when Betty promised Alice that she wouldn't leave her alone again, and when Alice apologized to Betty for saying that Polly's death was her fault. Cheryl and Tony are one of my favorite couples, so I really loved seeing Tony ask Cheryl if Britta could stay with her. It's clear that Cheryl and Tony still care about each other, and even though Tony and Fangs are now together, I'm hoping that Cheryl and Tony will get back together in the future. It was sad when Veronica and Archie broke up and Veronica moved out, but even though I love them together, I was proud of Veronica for deciding that they needed to take some time apart since they want different things. Yes, it's always possible that they could get back together in the future, but for now, based on the promo for the season 5 finale, it looks like Betty and Archie are going to get together and Veronica and Reggie are going to get together. So we'll see what happens with that. It was really emotional that the episode ended with Polly's funeral, but it was nice to see everyone come together. I also felt really sorry for Juniper and Dagwood since they've now lost both of their parents. But it was really nice to find out in the beginning of the episode that Cheryl had took Juniper and Dagwood in for a few days and they hung up a hummingbird feeder to honor Polly. Thanks for watching, guys! If you saw the episode, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And if you want to see any of my previous Riverdale reviews, check out the playlist. And if you want to see any of my future videos, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!